So far this season, the big fish have been hard to find, but that's about to change. We're back in the Pike Promised Land for the May long weekend. Welcome back to another episode in our hunt for the giants of Georgian Bay. Expectations. How do they impact your success? If you don't expect anything, you'll never be disappointed. Expect too much, and you'll forever be chasing an impossible target. All we know is without high expectations, it's difficult to measure success, know when it's time to make a change, or achieve any of your goals. But then again, there's nothing wrong with just enjoying a day on the water fishing. Last year on this same trip, the big pike were on fire. In the 3 days of fishing, we boated 6 pike over 40 inches, including a giant 43.5 and a couple thick 42s. Our expectations are sky high, and we're ready to get hooked up.
Fish on? Fish on! Pike? Piker. Not too bad, but not a good one. Not a terrible one. I've had a worse start. Not a bad start, eh? Not a bad start.
Like most trips, we can't help ourselves but to explore new water first. Our game plan the first day is to cover a ton of different water to see what the fish are doing to set us up for the rest of the weekend. We're expecting the fish to be outside the bays and deeper weeds, but aren't going to bank on this. With the lack of wind this season, the surface temperatures can lead you astray, while the water just underneath is much cooler. Exploring a ton of rock cuts and channels to small pockets hidden from view, it's a wonder we are ever able to find fish with how many options they have. After the first few spots, we are noticing the water is almost the same temperature everywhere. Shallow, deep, in between. It's time to make a move to a known hotspot from previous years to figure out just how far along in the seasonal movements the big pike are.
Bust out the red and white pack. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's one better. This one's dead there, though. Alright, let me get this fucker off. Ain't a bad one, eh, Brando? There you go. Not bad. 133, 34. Oh yeah, here we go. Good. Oh yeah. Yeah. Make sure you free spool. Yeah. Too much. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bitter.
37.
37. Not bad, girl, eh? Not bad.
Maybe. Finally, the first decent fish of the trip, and we're surrounded by bait. This isn't a coincidence.
Back out this way, it looks like there's a suspender. Oh, where's the hot spot? Did we hit it yet? There's one. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh. Alright, we're not turning around yet.
Never mind.
I thought it was just a small guy because that's what the small ones do. Indestructible shaft and all, you know?
That's right.
We're on to the cabbage, Cody. Cabbage, baby. So much cabbage. It's everywhere. Holy, it is everywhere.
That's left, that's right, that's all of them.
Left and down and up and around.
Oh yeah.
It's 60 degrees and 4 feet deep. We're gonna get into them. That was a big old gator, I know, right? Oh, big old bass. Oh.
With the clear water, bluebird skies, and lack of bites, it's time to make a bait change, and only one bait fits the bill.
Better? What? More gooder?
Now let it, I share rock to the rhythm, you don't stop. This ghetto funk's got to be the show shot. Share rock to the rhythm, you don't stop. This ghetto funk got to be the show shot. I share rock to the rhythm, you don't stop. This ghetto funk's got to be the show shot. Share rock to the rhythm, you don't stop. This ghetto funk got to be the show shot. I share rock to the
While we didn't find the big pike we were expecting, day one was a success. The fish seemed to be close to where we expected them. Heading back to camp, we decided to make one more stop. It's a new day, and we're headed to new water. While the rest of the group is off to hotspots from previous years, we can't help but wonder what more is out there waiting for us to discover.
That's big, though.
He was sitting there looking at you?
Yeah, he was. He wants to eat.
One of the best parts about fishing on Georgian Bay is that even if the fish aren't biting, there's lots of hidden places to explore. Unfortunately, not every spot can have fish. Fishing a half dozen new bay systems from Main Lake to the extreme shallows, only one held some fish, and they didn't bite. It's time to return to familiar waters and see if we can boat a few fish before meeting up with the others for lunch.
Oh, you that's all code. There's one. There's a good one right there. at them following it. It's gonna follow her all the way back into the bay. Yo, he's still following it. Oh, he fucked it. Fucking yo, he's still following it. Oh, he's back. He's back, baby. Holy fucking bear, look at that thing. Huh? Oh. Holy shit balls. It's a big bear.
Cool color, right?
Yeah.
It's like half cinnamon, half fucking black.
Hey, bear! Bear! I think there's a fish right down there, Code. I can see him.
Oh yeah.
He's looking.
Going for you.
The one that was following you on the way in. Still hanging out kind of the same spot.
Well, I guess they aren't coming. That must mean they got into the fish. This spot isn't cutting it. We're going to head to more summer locations to see if the big ones have snuck out early.
I always fish this spot. I never hit it at the time when the... What?
Where are the fish? At this point, I'm starting to doubt the game plan. The fish weren't shallow, they aren't in summer spots, and we fished everything in between. Looking back at the footage now, maybe it was just our expectations of giants that made it feel like we weren't on the fish. Either way, it's time to return to where we caught the big fish yesterday and work out from there to get our confidence back.
There we go.
Got him this time?
Got him this time.
Nice.
Trying to head out to deep water. How big is it? I think it's just little. It is just little.
Colin, we're in a big pipe.
Did it work out? Oh. Loving the jerkbait today, I guess. Oh, he's choked her.
It's a little fucker,
After long days on the water, some of us don't make it back out after dinner, but a few of us can't help ourselves from the chance of one more bite.
Big? Well, it's a big bass.
That's not very big. It's tiny.
I don't know. Might be good.
We've covered a ton of water ourselves, and after speaking with the rest of the group, one thing is for certain. We all have pretty high expectations of fish to be caught. Pushing this aside, all of the biggest fish are still being caught shallow. Despite what the surface temperatures are suggesting, today we are going to commit to the shallow bite. No more main lake spots, the shallows and the deep weeds just outside. The data is clear.
Dreams so big that they'll haunt you, or they'll calm you. That's how you know if you gotta go and get it, get to win and not conquer. I had to go out and get it without a sponsor. Kept a friend of a crew, yeah, that's honor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, follow.
Oh.
Yep, got him.
Oh, there's another one right there. Big bass. Right over here.
The drag on bait casting reels isn't as smooth as spinning reels. They take a lot of force to engage and are very jerky. Learning to free spool and apply tension with your thumb will help ensure strong fish can't bend or pop hooks out and lead to more fish getting in the boat.
Right.
Money keeps falling, I need a broom, I sweep. Straight up the hood, but I don't tweet. Family around me don't say a peep. Got what you need, so what you need. I'm in the earth, that my seeds, and I watch them grow till I say my piece. Know you feeling it, I got you feeling it, monsters. Tell me, do you believe in those monsters? I'm talking dreams so big that they'll haunt you, or they'll call me. You know
Yeah, dude.
bad one, eh?
Yeah. Hold on. There it is. Take one out. Make it look really big. Nice. Was a nice looking pike, eh? No mark, nothing. Nice and thick. Oh, big in. Right there. Yeah, that's the...
Oh yeah.
Not leaving fish to find fish is one rule all anglers struggle with, but that doesn't mean you can't give them a little break. We hit this area pretty hard and we'll be back later in the day after fishing another bay system nearby.
Yeah, what's that? 36. Fish about 37. Cool. Yeah,
Don't stab. He's got him good.
what's going on here? Oh, I snagged or something. Lost him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck!
They take it around a log? Or just wrap around some don't pull too hard. Still got him.
Coming up here. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Is he in there?
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, he just fucking dove into the mud. Oh, what? No. What? What just happened?
Fucking mud pike.
Holy yeah, dude, nice. I'm like, he's fucking snagged. That's a 40 plus.
He dove right in there.
There's fully buried. This is one of the most wild catches we've ever had, but it goes to show you shouldn't give up on anything and keep that line tight.
Put the new lure on. Fuck, he's chunky.
I can see all the visions, like it's something from a dream. Everything I could ever need was always burning inside of me. Breathe into me, fire and light.
Hook that A38
Spark, make me ignite. Breathe into me, give me life. Show me what it feels like. Give me that power, give me that go. Give me that freedom, give me that soul. Can you hear it rumble? Can you hear it roar? Give me that lightning, I want more. Give me that.
I won't even cast. I'll just catch it. I'll let you guys catch them.